Okay, so I'm going to show you the setup for my greenhouse. I'm just starting all my vegetables this year. And my little herbs. And yeah, so I had a little surprise this morning, first of all. I found these guys in my pile of cannabis trimmings. And I did have a male that I grew intentionally last year that I fertilized some seeds with, that I used to save seeds. But I guess, yeah, when I brought the stuff in here and dried it, I guess a couple seeds fell and when I swept up the shake pile. Now mind you, these guys overwintered and I didn't heat this greenhouse all winter long. So it was cold in here, like it was just like being outside. So these are some hardy plants which I am definitely going to keep and I will grow. And well, that happened. Well, see here, I picked my crop for this year. I'm soaking these guys before I plant them. Now here I have my started garden. So I have my pepper plants, my hot peppers, tomatoes, and some eggplant. And these cannabis seeds are going to be filling up some of these. I don't know what I'm going to put in the rest of it yet. Whatever doesn't start, I might do an extra row of, or might plant some trees, I don't know. And so yeah, the system here is, because it still gets pretty cold in here. Now, right now outside we have about 10 degrees. In here we have 25 Celsius, and it's with the door open. It was way hotter. Now there's my space heater. Now the way I'm doing this, so this seed tray here, these seeds, they're gonna start in this little mini greenhouse, okay? Which I have a thermostat wire. You can see the sensor. So that's going to go down underneath through the door into this outlet bank here. And that's hooked up to a programmable thermostat set to 69 and 70 degrees. So usually that'll keep this little enclosure at about 71 actually. By the time it kicks on and off, and it'll keep that maintained well. Okay, so I have these. These are little heat elements that somebody gave me. Actually, I would have no clue where to get them, but I guess you could Google that and maybe find out where to get them. They're pretty low voltage, but they're great for heating this up, because pepper seeds and anything else really does best at around 70 degrees Celsius at a steady temperature. So I want to keep that environment even at night. Okay, so that's why I have this here now for the rest of the greenhouse, because we still do, like right now it's only mid-early April, like it's April 10th. So we still do get some severe cold days, which is why I have this space heater, the oil-filled radiant, and the fan. The fan's always going in here, right? But then I have this thing set. I have it set to 900 watts. So it's got a couple settings, right? So it's got a low at 600, a medium at 900, and a high at 1500. I got it set to 900. I have my temperature set. It's not too warm. It's just enough to take the chill off, just to kind of get the ambient temperature up in here. And I have this set to a Globe Wi-Fi timer. Now this thing, you can actually program these according to the weather forecast. So I have this thing set to only turn on if the weather forecast for my area is below the frost line. So if it's 0 degrees Celsius or less, this thing will kick on, turning this heater on to heat up the space in the greenhouse, right, to make sure everything stays ambient, everything stays good. But yeah, so that's my setup. So I'm going to transfer these into here, close the flap, it's temperature controlled. I'm also putting up my shade screen today to kind of control the heat that's going to build up in here during the day. And yeah, happy growing season. It's not the cleanest greenhouse, but hey, it's not to live in, it's to grow plants.